back to Myers Field in Parma. Along with Lenny Soder, I'm Al Pulowski as we get set for kickoff tonight between Massillon and St. Ignatius. Massillon with a record of 5-0. St. Ignatius has a mark of 4-1. A beautiful night for football here on the North Coast as the St. Ignatius Wildcat sophomore. The 40-yard line for Massillon, and there it goes. Kick is deep, and Merletti will take it at the 1. Comes out to the touchback. One of David Thompson, Bill O'Malley, and Robbie Paris. Tight end is John Ryan. Only running back Nick Seku as the Wildcats go with the spread. We'll give you the offensive line after the first play. It's a handoff up the middle to Seku. Picks his way 25, 30, 35, and tackled up at the 38-yard line. Kinselic and the left tackle Riley Lauer. First and 10, Ignatius at their own 37, moving right to left. A 4-receiver set for Kurbis, who's in the gun. Takes the snap, gives the ball to Scott Beal. And the running backs hit at the line and throwing back. So no gain for Beal. He might have lost a yard.
Brendan Smith.
Second down call at 11 for Ignatius. A loss of 1 on that carry by Beal back at the 36. Paris and Thompson wide left. Ryan and O'Malley wide right. Kurbis to throw. Paris has it 45. Tiptoes his way down the sideline to the 40. Opening drive in 4 out of the 5 games this year. The only one they didn't was last week against Penn High in Indiana. Third down and 1 from the 46. Out of the shotgun. Run to CQ. First down 50 into Tiger territory. Tackle at the 48-yard line.
Last week against Mishawaka Penn. So very encouraging to see this offensive line blowing off the ball and getting some running room for Nick CQ.
First and 10 from the Tiger 48. Kurbis to throw with time. Steps up, now rolls to his left. Sets up again, throws over the middle. Paris has it. First down or near a first down. Just inside the second down and 1 from the Tiger 39. Wildcats stay with the spread offense. Kurbis in the shotgun. 3 receivers. O'Malley goes in motion to the right. All 3 receivers are on the right. Kurbis will run the quarterback draw. First down, upended at the 37-yard line. Clock moving, 9:30 to play. First quarter, no score. Opening drive, first and 10 Ignatius at the Massillon 37. Kurbis in the gun, 4 receivers set, takes the snap. Looks on his left, has time, throws underneath. Ryan makes the catch of the 34, tackled immediately.
Going to keep this defense honest. You get the ball to John Ryan, maybe he makes a big play for you. They did only pick up 3 yards, but still it keeps this defense off balance.
Second and 7 from the 34. Kurbis in the shotgun, a handoff to CQ, spins his way forward to the 32.
Making a lot of noise trying to disrupt this Ignatius offense. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Cats.
Sold out crowd tonight at Byers Field. 13,000 on hand. Kurbis takes the shotgun snap on 3rd and 5 from the 32. In trouble. Goes down. Sack back at the 39-yard.
Rudy Kurbis, and they were bringing 7-8 guys. And finally in the second half, Coach Kyle and his staff made the adjustment putting 2 backs there with Rudy Kurbis. Gave him just that extra second of time. He was able to tear apart that defense of Mishawaka Penn.
Now going back deep late. It's Dennis Vargas for Massillon as O'Malley punts it away. And it'll be over his head. Bounces at the 10. Takes an Ignatius roll inside the 5. 2-1 down at the 1-yard line on a dive by Phil Uhas.
What's still 11 p.m. on weekends. Mention this ad at the Cleveland Heights store and get 10% off your total purchase.
First and 10 from the 1, and the quarterback fumbled a snap. That's Bobby Huth. Flag on the play. We're going to have illegal motion and the play blowing dead, so it doesn't matter. It looked like Marty Kern recovered, but he's only a junior. Trey Miller, Zach Van Ryzen, Brian Gamble, Robert Morris, and Brett Huffman are the eligible receivers, and Huth going to throw on 1st and 10.5. Lobs it out for his tight end at the 20, incomplete.
And down in 11 for Massillon.
Massillon runs basically out of the I. 2 tight ends set, I formation, 1 receiver. Huth to throw out of his own end zone. Lobs it left side, incomplete. Looking Massillon inside their own 1-yard line. Backs in an offset I. 2 tight ends set. No score. 7:04 to play first quarter. Just a run up to the 5. Breaking tackles to the 7, but short of a first down.
The Massillon 49-yard line. So the Cats should come out with great field position after this series by the defense.
Sean Wyson to punt. And the snap is low, but picked up. Here's the punt. A low-line drive taken in midfield by Juravicius. 45-40. 35, upended and falls down at the 32-yard line. Live worldwide tonight on the internet at thesportsking.com, America's sports website. First and 10 Wildcats at the Tiger 31. Handoff CQ up the middle. There's a hole. 30 closes quickly at the 27 and wrestled to the turf at the 20.
He stuck Castrogano. They had a stalemate for a second. Castrogano fell forward, did pick up 5.
2nd down and 5 from the Tiger 26. Again, an inside handoff. Beal, 25, spins forward, 20, down to the 18, and a first down. A flag in late.
To establish this ground game, and if you can do that, that does make this passing game wide open.
Spread offense. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Kurbis, who's in the gun, but he'll hand off to Scott Beal, trying to go off right tackle. Got away from a tackler. 10, 5, touchdown! Scott Beal.
Job. Took it right in between the guard tackle gap, bounced off one tackler. Once he got out to the side, it was off to the races, 13 yards and a touchdown.
Joe Kinney to attempt the extra point out of the David Thompson hold. It's up. It's good. 7-0. St. Ignatius, 5:17 to play, first quarter.
Last May, Sports Hill
Carries for 21 yards. Ignatius up 7-0. 5:17 to go in the first. And Nick Yako to kick off.
That first offensive series didn't net any points, but it tilted the field in favor of the Wildcats, which allowed them to march right down the field for the second series.
And a grounded kick is not being able to handle it at the 10 and then back at the 5. Recovering it and getting buried is Linnell Robinson, the backup running back and return man.
Off guard, and they don't know what to do with it, and that was obvious right there.
Backs in an offset eye. Handoff straight up the middle for a couple of yards across the 5, down to maybe the 7-yard line.
A little bit like Trent Dilfer. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Just
very much. 2 receivers to the left. Handoff again. Gamble off tackle left. Trying to pick his way through a hole. Didn't get much. Maybe to the 9.
Hoyer was out there too.
Axel Hoyer was in Michigan today for the Michigan State-Michigan game for his son Brian.
Sorry, Axel, if you're listening. I know you're probably not too happy.
3rd down and 4 for Massillon from their own 10. They're 0 for 1 on 3rd downs tonight. Backs in an offset eye. A receiver to each side. Huth to throw with play action. Rolling to his right. Under pressure. Flag coming in without holding. Huth will run to the 15. Buried right there on a good solo tackle by Michael Rossi. Huth under center. It'll be Gamble and Morris in an offset eye. Now Huth will go to the shotgun. 3 receivers set. So he takes the snap. Pumps on his left. Under pressure in the end zone. Sacked. Did he get it off? Incomplete. Wait, what are they saying? Safety. He was sacked in the end zone. He's showing Weissens to punt it. Deep for Ignatius. Merletti. He'll make the catch inside the 20. Good punt. Now he fell down back at the 15. Slipped on the turf here at Byers Field. We've seen that the last year or so with the Ignatius from their own 16. Ball is on the right hash. Kurbis is in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Scott Beal is the only running back. Fake the handoff to him. Kurbis to throw. Rolling out to his left. He'll keep. Cross the 15, 20. Makes a move inside. Cuts back out at the 22 and tackled there. The 22 from the 22. Massillon with the bend but don't break defense. They're in a base 3-4. Kurbis in the shotgun. 4 receivers set. Again, it's Beal, the running back, with them. And this time they'll give it to Beal. Over the right guard. Gets a yard, maybe 2. Good job by the Massillon defense. 23. St. Ignatius on 3rd downs. 1 for 2 tonight. Kurbis in the shotgun. 4 receivers. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Running the option. Lowers his shoulder at the 25. Pulls his way down near the marker. And he has it up for a first down. Season for St. Ignatius to go with 15 through the air. In the shotgun here. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Tiger at the Wildcats' own 27. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Fires over the middle. Ball tipped. Incomplete at the 40. Intended for John
to establish his ground game in the first quarter.
1:32 to go first quarter. 9-0 Ignatius. 2nd and 10 from their own 27. Handoff up the middle. CQ dodges one tackler at the 28. Gets down to the 30 and a flag comes in late.
Just can't think straight.
2nd down and 21 from the 16-yard line. Kurbis in the gun. 5 wide receivers with the spread offense.
Can you say Robbie Paris?
And he's split wide to the left. Kurbis back to throw. He's got one-on-one coverage. Kurbis rolling to the right, though. Steps up, fires deep. Ball in and out of the hands of O'Malley at the 37, and then he's taken a big hit. Gets 2 for 3 tonight. 1:07 to go first quarter. From the 16, Kurbis in the gun with 5 wide receivers. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Kurbis to throw. With time. Throws over the middle. Receiver first down, 40 and up to the 46. Nick CQ
picks up 29 yards and a first down.
Thompson and Paris go wide right. O'Malley wide left. Now he'll go in motion to the right. In the gun is Kurbis. 1st and 10 from the 45. Screen to Paris to the 45. Tackle there. No gain. So Robbie Paris first quarter. So the Wildcats score 9. Massillon scores nothing. 9-0 St. Ignatius. First quarter in the books on the ACP Productions Radio Network. And also the SportsKing.com. Wildcats now going left to right on your digital tuner. Kurbis in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 from his own 45. 4 receivers. He'll pitch the ball, though, to CQ. In trouble in the backfield, gets forward across the 45 up to the 49-yard line.
Great, but he got the ball in the hands of Nick CQ, who did the rest, and ends up picking up 4 yards, sets up a 3rd and 6. St. Ignatius 3 for 4 on the night.
3rd down and 6 from their own 49. Kurbis to run the option again with CQ. He got it to him at the 50. Has some room. 45, 1st down, 40. Spins forward, still going to the 36.
You want to see a good pitch relationship between the quarterback and running back. Get the ball in the hands of the running back where he can really do the most damage, and that was that time.
Kurbis wasn't looking, and the ball was snapped. He grabbed it and almost
there, and hopefully he can convert here, go 2nd and 17, get you into a 3rd down and short situation.
Clock moving, 10:18 to go in the first half. 9-0 Ignatius, 2nd and 17 from the 43. Kurbis back in the pocket, under pressure, down he goes. Got forward to near the 45, but still go wide left. CQ and Paris wide right. 12th play of this drive coming up here, but before we do, have 3rd down and 20 for Ignatius at the Massillon 46. This is the 12th play of the drive. So far, 5 minutes, 43 seconds. Time of possession. Kurbis in the gun with 5 receivers, takes the snap, drops back, has plenty of time. Now he's going to try and run and gets nowhere. Up to the 45, he gained 1.
It's over, breaks it up, maybe intercepts the pass. Good play by Rudy Kurbis. Hopefully O'Malley can pin Massillon deep in their own territory once again.
Awaits the snap at his own 41 to punt. Good snap, ball is away. And MJ Herring will make the fair catch signal and make the catch at the 11-yard line. From their own 11-yard line. Backs in an offset eye, handoff Gamble over the left guard. Breaks 1 tackle and gets down to the 14.
And not a lot of room for Brian Gamble to run tonight.
Morrison Gamble split backfield behind Huth, who will give it to Gamble again. Off tackle right, hit at the 15. Down he goes.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Huth in the shotgun. Morris with him in the backfield. 3 receivers set. As he takes the snap, he'll give to Morris up the middle. Hit at the 15, trying to get forward. Still trying, but nothing there. Wildcats stack him.
Just his track just a little bit, and Marty Kern was standing there waiting for Gamble.
Wyson to punt. Low snap through his hands, but there's no rush. Now he picks it up under pressure. Going to try and run. 10, 15, 20. First down. 25 and knocked out of bounds.
Got as many yards as he possibly could. Marty Kern almost had him, but he got around the outside and picked up a first down.
From the 27, Huth will roll to his right and try to throw. There he goes. Lets it fly. First completion of the night. 35 up to the 40 and tackle at the 42-yard line.
Massillon with their best drive of the night so far.
First down from the 41-yard line. Handoff to Gamble. Off tackle right. Gets to the 44-yard line. Driven back after a gain of a couple. Time of possession.com, America's sports website. Miller splits wide to the right. Van Ryzen flanked wide to the left. Backs in an eye, but Huth to throw. Rolling to his left under pressure. Lets it fly way over the head of his intended receiver. 0 for 3 on 3rd downs tonight.
Is there 1 for 1 or 1 for 2 on 4th?
Yeah.
Or 1 for 3, whatever it was.
From their own 43, Huth will pitch the ball on the option to Gamble. 45 into Ignatius territory. 50, first down to the 47-yard line. Good hard run.
Nice run play by the Massillon Tigers. Pick up that first down.
Morini and Daly go wide right. Morris and Gamble in an eye. Hand off to Gamble. Off tackle right on first down. Takes it across the 45.
Massillon Tigers foiled, but they come up with a big play. They did it on 4th down, and they did it on 3rd down, and have converted 2 big
Backs in an eye. 2 receivers set. Huth to throw. Rolling to his right. Has some room. He'll run at 45, then lowered his shoulder and kind of stopped. Tackle at the 42.
He was not able to deliver the ball. That's why Huth was forced to run it and got no gain.
Massillon 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 6 from the Wildcat 43. Huth, inside handoff. Morris hit at the line, broke the tackle, gets outside 40 to the 35 and thrown out there. Another first down. 0-0 Wildcats with 4:08 to go in the first half. But the Tigers driving here. From the Wildcat 36, 2 receivers to the left, backs in an eye. Huth to throw, rolls to his right. Huffman makes the catch, 30. Lowers his shoulder, breaks the tackle, and gets down to the 29-yard line. 4 minutes, 51 seconds. Started at the Massillon 11-yard line, and it's still going. Here's Gamble off tackle right on the run. Looks like he may have enough for a first down near the 20.
Those 3rd downs and keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 from the Ignatius 26. Huth under center. Backs in an offset eye. He'll give the ball again to Gamble. Straight up the middle. 4 blue shirts there, but he still manages to gain Wildcat 24. 3 wide receivers set. Backs in an offset eye. Huth under center. Turns and gives the ball to Gamble again. Trying to get outside to the right. Does. 25, 20, 15. Flag comes in. 10 and tackle at the 5. But a flag. 2:55 to go. First half. 9-0 Ignatius, but Massillon driving here. Two receivers to the left. Backs in an eye. Huth to throw. Back in the pocket all day. Fires on his right. Ball caught. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Gamble. Wide open out of the flat. And the kicker, Steve Schatz, is on. Bobby Huth, the quarterback, is also the holder. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good. 9-7. Ignatius' lead cut to 2. Is Brian Mendelson and Matt Merletti at the 5. Shot to kick off from the 40. This Tiger crowd on the far side of the field has come to life. Here's the kick. It's a helicopter, and Merletti will take it at the 4. Dropped it. Make it Mendelson. Picks it up to 5. Comes forward 10. 15. A hold of the 20. Trying to get outside, but tackled across the 20 near the 23-yard line. So a decent return for Mendelson.
Turns out to be a decent field position for the Cats.
1st and 10 from their own 24. Kurbis in the gun. A 4-receiver set. Kurbis will take the snap and give the ball to the only running back, CQ. Across the 25. Spun around at the 30 and tackled there. After a gain.
Although the clock is not on their side right now. The Cats at their own 30 with only 2:08 to go here in the half.
2nd down and 4 from the Wildcat 30. Kurbis goes to the line, changes the play. 4 receivers set. 2 to each side. Takes the snap. Has time. Looks downfield. Wants the deep ball. For Robbie Paris on the right side. Goes
6'4", just went up. He out-jumped Gamble, came down. Huge play for the Cats.
Kurbis in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 22. 4 receivers set. Now Kurbis goes to the line, changes the play again. CQ the only running back with him. Kurbis takes the snap. Looks over the middle. Fires over the middle. Paris got it. 5. Dives. Touchdown! Robbie Paris hauled it at the 5. Rudy Kurbis to Robbie Paris. That's Rudy Kurbis' 16th touchdown pass of the season. Kinney on to attempt the extra point out of the Thompson hold. It's up. It's good. So Paris from Kurbis. And it's 16 to scoring drive for the Cats. 3 plays, 76 yards, a minute, 20 seconds. Kurbis to Paris, 22 yards. Here's the kick. It's dropped and then picked up by Gamble back at the 10. Trying to run outside. Gets through the one tackler at the 15. The ball, it's loose at the 20-yard line.
What's the flag?
And Massillon falls. We'll see. Under center is Huth, Morris, and Gamble in an I formation behind him. It'll be Gamble with a handoff up the middle. Dances his way across the 10 to the 14-yard line. Good running by Gamble. Huth under center. Again, it's Morris and Gamble in an offset I behind him. A receiver to each side. And off Gamble straight up the middle. Hit at the 15. Gets to the 16-yard. Harding. We'll have the action for you here on the SportsKing.com, America's sports website, and one of our Salem stations. Now on 3rd down, here's a handoff on a counter to Morris, trying to go off the right side. The last drive for Massillon, who picked it up on a 4th down when the snap to him was fumbled. Low snap again, flags come in, and we're going to have a false start against Massillon and put him back 5 more.
Never, ever committed a foul in his career.
Ever. So now this will put Wisen back about 3 yards deep in his own end zone. Good snap. Rush coming. Just got it away. Low punt, though. Jurevicius watches it bounce. Picks it up at the 50. 45. Breaks a tackle to the 42 and shoved back there. So Jurevicius slot to the right. This time Paris is in a slot to the left. Thompson split wide to the left. Kurbis in the gun takes the snap. Drops back. Rolls to his right. He's under pressure. Trying to get out of it. He'll keep it 45-40 and goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
By a Massillon Tiger defensive back. I know they're allowed some contact, but when you see parts of his jersey being almost torn off, that's a holding call.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Kurbis takes the snap in the shotgun. At the 50, sets up, throws deep over the middle. Paris over his head, incomplete at the 10-yard line. And then
talking some stuff over here. I don't think you want to awaken Robbie Paris.
Yep. From the 39 of Massillon, 3rd down and 6. Kurbis takes the snap. Quick throw out. That's caught by Thompson, trying to get out of bounds. Does. 1st down at the 3 seconds to go in the half. So they bring the chains over.
One thing to consider, David Thompson is the holder. He's also a backup quarterback.
Yep.
So don't be surprised if maybe they just decide to run a fake here.
And it looks like he is short of the 1st down. So he's short of the 1st dash mark on what will be the final play of the 1st half. David Thompson is the holder. Long snapper is Mike Armagno. Here's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. This one has the distance.
It's good.
It is good. Yanko has broken the St. And now the referees, as they head to their locker room, are booed by the Massillon crowd.
You know, Nick has had a very good first half. Hopefully he doesn't get fatigued or dehydrated and can maintain that in the second half.
In the second half, the Wildcats will kick off left to right. Massillon going right to left. Diego with the kick. It'll be taken at the 5 by Gamble. Trying to get outside of the 10. Far side does. 15 lowers his shoulder. 20 and down at the 23-yard line. Tackled on the play by 10 for Massillon at their own 23-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. Lone setback is Gamble for quarterback Huth, who's under center. Now he'll roll to his left, wants to throw. Under pressure, lobs it up for Huffman, just over his head at the 42. He got one.
They were going into their locker room at halftime.
It's never their fault whenever they're down. Here's a handoff to Gamble. Off tackle right, gets nothing.
Nice play.
Maybe a yard. Great job.
Patrick.
19-7, St. Ignatius. Huth to the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Gamble the only running back as Huth takes the snap and drops back. As time, fires over the middle, receiver open. It's Gamble. Did he one-hop it? No signal yet.
They're all
Still
looking
no
at each
signal.
other. Somebody make a call.
Still no signal. They'll say catch.
How does that guy?
Center. 2 receivers. They're split. A running back to each side. The handoff goes to Gano. Fake the handoff. Good play fake. Pass coming up for Huth. Deep over the middle. Receiver open. Underthrew him at the 20-yard line. That was sack. 7. St. Ignatius. A receiver to each side. Now a wing to the left is Robert Morris. The only running back Gamble. He has the ball. Trying to get outside left. Cuts back in 45 and up to the 48-yard line. Gain of 3.
Forced to cut it up. He did pick up 3 yards, but that's a nice job by Gamble recognizing he wasn't going to get to the corner.
Huth to the shotgun. 3 receivers set. He's running the option. Pitch the ball. Gamble across the 50. First down, 45 flag. 40. Cuts in 30 and tackle at the 27. Third quarter. 19-7 Ignatius. Huth in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. He takes the snap. Will throw. Trying to set up a screen. Now does underneath. Gamble. 45. Big hole. 50. First down at the Ignatius 45 and tackle at the 43 by Phil Uhas, the linebacker.
Dragging across the middle of the field. Huth hit him right in stride. He's got some serious.
With a 19-7 lead. St. Ed's at the half over at Lakewood Stadium. 35-0 over Buffalo St. Francis. My goodness. First and 10 from the 42. End up Gamble outside of the 40. Breaks a tackle and gets down to the 38-yard line.
There, he knocked him out of bounds after a pickup of 5.
Second and 5 for the Tigers at the Wildcat 37. And up again Gamble. Straight up the middle at the 35. Barrels over a tackler. Spins his way down to the 30. From the Ignatius 33. A wishbone in the backfield. 2 tight ends, no receivers. And off to the fullback. First down up to the 30 and then throwing back is James Poe. Listed as it's looked early on like they wouldn't be able to. Same formation. Wishbone, 2 tight ends. And Huth to throw under pressure back at the 40. Gets it away and incomplete at the 25. Flag comes in. We'll have interference against St. Here.
It's about time for a turnover. We hadn't had any turnovers yet tonight.
That's true.
This would be a dandy time.
Huth under center. 3 receivers. The lone setback is Gamble. And Huth will pitch it to him. Trying to get outside right at the short side of the field. Puts his shoulder down at the 15. And
he's proven he can get open. Huth has overshot him more than a couple times.
He's tight left. Second down and 8 from the 13. Huth, they end around play. Here comes Andrew Daly. Inside the 15 in trouble. Strung out at the 10. Tackle at the 9 out of bounds. And wow, they're going to stay all the way down to the 7.
Go wider than he wanted to, and that allowed other cats to come over and knock him out of bounds.
A wishbone. 2 tight ends set on 3rd and 2 from the 7. Whistles blow. 3rd 19-7 Ignatius, but Massillon knocking on the door. 2 tight ends set. Wishbone. Huth under center. Turns. Gives the ball to fullback. Straight up the middle. Once again, that's Quentin Nicholson, and he pulls his way down to the Massillon. They're on the far side of the field cheering. A second down and goal from the 1. Again a wishbone. And up again Nicholson trying to bull rush his way in. He did. Touchdown Nicholson. And Massillon has made it 19-13.
Sophomore also.
Yes, this Steve Schott, 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore out of the hold of Bobby Huth. High snap. Huth gets it down. Schott sticks it through. 19-14. Ignatius lead cut to 5. 6:47 to go. Third quarter. Ignatius will receive the kick here and get the ball for the first time in the second half. Shot to kick. High, somewhat short, taken at the 9-yard line. By MJ Yanni. 20, 25, and shoestring tackle made at the 28-yard line.
Time off the clock, establish themselves a little bit. Like to see it result at least in a field goal, if not a touchdown.
First and 10 for Ignatius at their own 28. 4 receivers set for Kurbis in the gun, but he'll hand off to CQ across the 30 and spin around and drop to the 31-yard line.
Both in.
Field is going to go in a wing to the left. CQ a running back. 3 receivers plus the wing. And a handoff up the middle to CQ. Hit at the line, driven back. He'll lose a yard, maybe two. Ignatius coming up at their own 29. Massillon crowd chanting defense. Wildcats crowd trying to urge on their offense. Curbis in the gun. 4 receivers. Play action. Screen pass. Open is CQ. Has it 30. Block 35. Inside 40. First down 45. 50. The foot race 40. 31 men to beat 20. 15. And he got him at the 10. Huge gain on the screen.
Couple of shots fired, whatever you want to call it, offsetting penalties.
First and goal from the 8. 4 receivers set for Curbis in the gun. Handoff up the middle. CQ bouncing his way inside the 10. 9, 8 to the 7. Tackled from the 8-yard line. No gain on that last play. Curbis in the gun. 3 receivers wide right, 1 left. CQ the only running back with Curbis in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Curbis over the middle. Paris hit at the 4. There's a flag. Incomplete pass, but he was hit well early. The distance. Automatic first down. Curbis in the gun. O'Malley, Thompson, and Ryan wide left. Paris wide right. Curbis takes the snap. Inside handoff CQ. Trying to get outside of the 5. Inside 4. Pull around from behind. Many flags come in. Like a game. First and goal from the 2. Again, Curbis in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The late handoff CQ. Trying to go outside right. Pulled around from behind. Again, there's another flag.
What are these guys do the Massillon Tigers tonight? It's a good, clean football program we got going.
4 minutes to go, third quarter. Curbis under center, backs in the eye. First and goal from the 2. Handoff Castro. Walks in. Right up the middle. Touchdown.
Salted over here by another one of the that's Dr. Cummings talking to Nick CQ, making sure that he's got everything going together. They're going to have to ice that neck of Nick CQ.
Kinney's extra point is up, and it's good. 26-14. I think they're saying to Nick CQ.
www.swaplus.com for more information.
That drive for Ignatius, 5 plays, 72 yards, 2 minutes, 53 seconds, 4 personal fouls against Massillon.
Was his knee down? There you go.
Yep, and feeling the ball on one knee at the 10-yard line on the kickoff was the...
It's back on the field.
Booth under center, backs in an offset eye, 2 receivers to the left, and here's a fake handoff to Gamble. Huth to throw, fires on the left, over the head, and incomplete of the receiver. Thanks for listening to us worldwide tonight on the internet at thesportsking.com, America's sports website. Huth in the gun. 3 receivers set, has time as he takes the snap, rolls to his right, now under pressure, fires at the 10, and the ball is caught at the 30. Van Ryzen up across the 35, then throwing back. First down.
Picks up a first down. Massillon keeping the chains moving.
2 tight ends set, backs in an eye, 1 receiver to the left, handoff Gamble up the middle on 1st and 10 from the 33, over the 35, up to the 37, tackled the line. What would Ignatius and Massillon do throughout the 80s if they've met? Well, that's been answered recently. Ignatius has dismantled them 8 straight times. Lob pass on the left side, incomplete for Van Ryzen at the Ignatius 40.
29-21 game down at Massillon.
That's the one they were in.
Beginning of the end of Nick, what is his name? Shepis, the coach down, Rick Shepis.
3rd down at 6 coming up for Massillon. Pitch the ball to Gamble, 35-40. First down, 45. Flag comes in as he's tackled at the 50 by Ben Juravich. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Huth in the shotgun. Morris with him in the backfield. Snap made. Huth with time. Pumps, steps up. Now he's going to roll to his right and then try to keep it in trouble in the backfield. He's sacked. The 27-yard line, a coverage sack. And they will mark the ball at the 48-yard line. And that, wait a minute now, they don't, I think they're going to be short of a first down, but is there an automatic first down on a
I thought it was automatic.
Field goal by Yako. Massillon with touchdowns by Gamble and Nicholson, both runs. 1st and 10 from the Tiger, 43. Fires the ball right side, incomplete. That's the
For Massillon. Keeps this drive alive.
Wells and Miller go wide right. They're the only receivers. Morris and Gamble and an eye behind Huth, and now Gamble in motion to the right. Inside handoff Morris, 45, breaks the tackle and gets down to the 47-yard line.
Coming up with these 3rd down conversions, be it penalty or whatever it takes. You got to stop it.
Huth in the shotgun.
They finally realized.
3 receivers said they didn't have it covered on the right, but a screen pass to Huffman
Nice
on the
job.
left. The 45, he'll get nowhere. Up to the 47, buried.
Loss going to set up a punting situation for Massillon.
Sean Wyson awaiting the snap at his own 36. And Gianni.
Nope.
Or Juravich is deep at the 2. Wyson, a quarterback rolling out to his right. He'll throw. Ball caught. First down at the Ignatius 42. Cody Downs tonight when they were in punt formation. 3rd quarter. Completed. 30 to tell you, so I will. Ignatius, 2 minutes, 53 seconds. 1st and 10 for Massillon at the Ignatius 42. First play of the fourth quarter. Gamble going left to right, breaks several tackles. 35, 30, and final 27, 15 yards on the carry. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Wildcat 27. They fake the handoff to Gamble. Rolling to his left tooth. Wants to throw over the middle. Huffman got it 15. At the 10, trying to break a tackle. Does 5-2. Stopped at the 1.
Gets down to the 1 yard line. Massillon in business.
1st and goal. Wishbone formation. Pitch the ball to Gamble, left side, in trouble at the 5, lowers his shoulder and just got back to the line of scrimmage. For Massillon, trailing by 12, under 11 minutes to play in regulation. Wishbone, Booth turns, gives the ball to Mickelson up the middle. Is he in? No signal. He stopped short at the goal line.
In the middle of that line.
7 for 12 on 3rd downs. Wishbone formation. Handoff Gamble up the middle. He's in. Touchdown. Went in with a half dive and never
tonight. The shot comes on to attempt the extra point. 26-20 right now. St. Ignatius leads with 10:23 to go in the fourth quarter.
And Shots extra point is up, and it is good. 26-21. Ignatius' lead down to 5.
Strickland's Ice Cream on Coventry, located upstairs at 1854 Coventry Road.
For Massillon, 14 plays, 90 yards, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. And here's the kick. Roletti at the goal line. He's in the end zone. It'll be a touchback, automatically called, about a half yard deep.
But again, he's
now the officials going to stop the clock.
Wilton to the 2005 St. Ignatius Wildcats. This is St. Ignatius High School football on AM 1220. The Word.
1st and 10 and running back in the shotgun with Curbis. 2nd down 6 from the 24. 4 wide receivers set. Massillon in their base. 4-3 defense, or 3-4 I should say. Handoff right side, Castrogano over the Gates O'Malley. Wide left, Paris. Slot to the left is Thompson. Curvis in the gun. A wing to the right's John Ryan. And they will fake the handoff, run the option to Ryan. Pitch at the 25 to the 30. First down to the 31. Hard running for John Ryan.
Scott Beal.
Gibbons Lang and Company post-game report. Paris and Thompson wide right. O'Malley and Beal wide left. CQ, the running back with Curbis in the gun. Pitch it to CQ at the 25, has it 30, 35 to the 36-yard line, 5 yards on the kick.
Gets his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, picks up 5, set up at 2nd down at 5.
From the 35-yard line, Curbis in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll run the option. Pitch it again. Castrogano almost fumbled but held on and then managed to gain a yard before he went down.
Rudy kind of hit his chest like it was his fault. So obviously he knows it, but you need to tighten that up a little bit.
Curbis in the gun, 4 receivers, 3rd and 4 from the 37. Takes the snap, under pressure, throws over the middle. Paris open, got it! Then dropped the ball, separated from it. The Massillon 42. And holding his hand on his head. 26-21, Ignatius in the lead. We'll have a 4th down and 4. Down and 4 from their own 37. Deep for Massillon at the 25-yard line is KJ Herring. Good snap. And O'Malley just gets the punt away. Low wobbler. And Herring has to watch it bounce at the 30. And then it will be down at the 28-yard line. So Massillon will take over there. They have 2 times being taken off. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 28. And a late snap. Everybody moved but the 3 receivers set. Huth in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Roll to his left. Huth under pressure. Huth trying to get away. 2 players coming. Back at the 18-yard line. And a flag comes in late. Tigers from there. 7:03 to go in the game. Ignatius up 26-21. Now they've got a 1st and 4, actually, at the 34-yard line. Hand off to Gamble across the left guard. 35, slipped down at the 40 and fell down at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 42. 2 receivers, backs in an I formation. Huth to throw. Back in the pocket with time. Throws deep over the middle. That's up for grabs. Wildcats back. Can't come up with it at the 14-yard line. Joe center. Gamble and Morris in an offset eye behind him. A receiver to each side. Now in motion to the near side comes Daly. And he started early towards the line. Handoff to Gamble. No flag, though, up the middle across the 45 to the 48. Chuck Kyle barking at the... are 2 for 5 on third down, 6 for 10 overall. Massillon, 7 of 12 on third downs, 5 of 6 in the second half. 3rd and 4 from their own 48. Huth to throw with play action. Rolling to his left. Throwing over the middle. Caught. Huffman first down at the Ignatius 42-yard line. No, they say he dropped it. Incomplete now. He board here with 6 minutes to go in the game. 26-21 Ignatius. Huth in the shotgun at his own 48. Flag comes in back at the 30-yard line from the back judge.
It's illegal
substitution. Now Chuck Kyle's out at midfield. He was saying timeout.
Right.
But it's going to be illegal participation against St. Ignatius, and that will give Massillon a first down by Philadelphia to St. Joe's. They lost by 14. This is just a good high school football game tonight. Hard fought, to say the least. Handoff Gamble on first down across the 45. Pulls his way down to the 41-yard line. Regulation, 26-21 Ignatius. It's Gamble and Morrison and I behind Huth. Gamble again, off tackle right. Cuts back up the middle, down to the 40. Throwing back. So he got down to the 39. 2 from the Wildcat. 39. Wishbone formation. 2 tight ends, no receivers. Huth turns, gives the ball to Gamble. Off tackle right. Hits the ball. Got forward to the line, and that's all. No gain. They're going to go Gamble and Morrison an offset eye. A receiver to each side. 4th down and 2. Huth takes the snap. Fake the handoff. He'll throw. Receiver open. Can't get it to him. Steps up. Marty Kern at the 42-yard line.
You're vicious in the position that Robbie Paris normally would take.
Turbis in the gun. 4 receivers. 1st and 10 Ignatius at their own 42. Handoff up the middle. That's CQ, and he didn't get much, if anything.
Try one of their flavors of the day. In addition to fresh vanilla and chocolate, every day 2 new flavors are featured, such as Oreo, cookie, banana, black raspberry chunk, or strawberry. Open till 11 p.m. on weekends. Mention this ad and get 10% off your total purchase at the Heights store.
2nd down and 9. The Wildcat for 10 on third downs tonight. 2 of 3 in the second half. Turbis in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. From his own 44, he takes the snap. Just 3 men coming for Massillon. Rudy steps up. The old run at the 45. He threw it incomplete for Thompson. He was over the line.
Yeah, he was.
On the field. What are you going to do? Come back to the line? Anyhow, 4th down and 13 from the 39. O'Malley will punt. Herring deep at the 30. O'Malley's punt, very high. Herring calling for the fair catch at the 30. Now backs up 2 steps and hauls it in at the 28. America's Sports website. Wildcat faithful comes to their feet chanting defense. 1st and 10 from the 28 for Massillon. Huth option to Gamble at the 30. Breaks free, 35, 40 up to the 44-yard line. Finally, Neff. Huth under center. Backs in an offset eye. A receiver to each side. Takes the snap. Gives it to Gamble. Flicker back to Huth. He'll throw deep over the middle. Up for grabs. And is a pick? No, at the 28-yard line. Getting his hands on a 10 from the 47. 2:13 left. Huth in the gun. 4 receiver set. Takes the snap. Rolls to his right. Sets up. Fires over the middle. Huffman has it at the 50. Pulled down as he leans forward to the 47. Clock moving. 1:40 to go in the game. Wildcats by 5. Huth in the gun. 3 receivers. Takes the snap. Massillon was moving all over the place. Throws the pass. Incomplete at the 40. Flag is down. We're going to have him. Will come out in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Gamble in the backfield with Huth from the Ignatius 47. He'll run the option. Now pitch it to the left wingman at the 50, 45, first down, 40. Still going to the 37 before he's finally run. 1st and 10 from the Ignatius 37. In the shotgun, 3 receivers set. Huth takes the snap. Flag in. Throw over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Zach Van Ryzen at the 30. And a slot to the right. Robinson. Gamble in the backfield with Huth on 1st and 15 from the Ignatius 42. Huth takes the snap. Deep over the middle. Receiver open. He missed him. Good for Gamble at the 15 behind. The injured Bobby Huth that just went off. 3 wide receivers set. Morris in the backfield with Wyson. The Ignatius 42. Wyson takes the snap. Drops back to the 50. Fakes. Rolls to his right under pressure. Fight. Deflected and incomplete at the 35-yard. 3rd downs, but they failed on their last 4. 5 of 9 in this half. 3rd and 15 from the Ignatius 42. Wyson in the shotgun takes the snap. Throws underneath for Gamble. Has it at the 40. In trouble, though. Breaks a tackle. In trouble again. Down he goes. Back around the line of scrimmage. 1,000 here tonight at Byers Field. 3 wide receivers set for Sean Wyson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Has time. Now under pressure. Rolls to his right. Wyson throws it over the middle. Receiver open. Got it. First down at the 20 to the 18. Zach Van Ryzen found the seam. McConville shotgun. 3 receivers set. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Massillon has 1 timeout left. Wyson with the ball. Quick hitter over the middle. Caught at the 8-yard line. To the 5. First down. Van Ryzen to the 4. Finally stopped. It's been perfect in relief of Huth, the injured starter. Now a quick snap. He buries it in the turf.
Your total purchase.
Second down goal from the 5. 25 seconds left. Wyson in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. He takes the snap. Pumps. Throws deep. Corner pattern. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Incomplete pass. Flag comes in. I think we're going to have offense. Hellcats up by 5, but it's in jeopardy here. Wyson in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap. Inside handoff. Morris hit the 5. Buried. Phil U.S. And this is another. Under center now is Wyson. Second and goal from the 5. Backs in an offset eye. It's Gamble and Morris. 2 receivers to the left. Now Gamble in motion to the left. Wyson rolling that way. Wants to throw. Wyson wants to run now. 5, 3, 2, 1. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown. Wyson got into the corner of the end zone. On the left hash. Backs in an offset eye. 2 receivers to the right for 2 points. Gamble in motion to the right. Wyson takes the snap. Rolls to his right. Going to keep. And he lowers his shoulder. He's in. 2 points. Good. Shot to kick off.
Pierogi Town miracle? I don't know what
Pierogi Town miracle. There it goes. The kick. Bounces at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchback. So no time off the clock. Wildcats with 10 seconds. Thompson wide left.
How about a hook and lateral, huh?
Curvis takes the snap. Drops back. Has time. Throws deep on the right side. It's up for grabs. Intercepted at the 50. And then going down immediately is the defensive back, K.J. Herring. From the 46-yard line of Ignatius. Wyson under center takes the snap. Takes a knee. Game over. Massillon has defeated St. Ignatius here at Byers Field for the first time ever. The final score, Massillon 29, St. Ignatius 26. With the victory, Massillon remains undefeated. They're